Hey, sixth grade. Hopefully this is working correctly because this is the first video I have made from my new MacBook. So anyway, it looks like this video is going to be all about our vocabulary that we need for our upcoming unit. We're going to be doing a unit on rational numbers. So some of these vocabulary words are reviews. A couple of them will be brand new. Make sure while you are taking your notes that you pause the video so you can get the words, the complete definitions, the examples, the facts, all of it. You can rewind if you miss something, so make sure you're being very thorough on your work. So our first vocabulary word, which is a review word, is absolute value. And absolute value is the distance of a number when we're using a number line from 0. A fact about absolute value is that it is always positive, no matter what. Absolute value is always positive. Make sure that you're not just thinking it's opposite of the number you're given. So let's see here. An example could be that you are given the absolute value of -3. The absolute value of -3 would be +3. The absolute value of +7 would be +7. A couple of non-examples could be that the absolute value of -3 is still -3, or the absolute value of 25 is -25. Those are your non-examples because absolute value has to be positive. Okay, your next vocabulary word is integers. And like we've learned before, integers include all whole numbers and their opposites. A very important fact about integers is that they cannot include fractional parts. They can't include any kind of fraction or decimal. There's a couple of examples down here. Integers would include something like 5 and -5, or -213 and 213. You've got your whole numbers, you've got your opposites, their opposites. Non-examples would include anything with decimals, like 17 and 1900ths, or fractions 6 and 2/3. Okay, your next word is negative numbers. And guys, negative numbers are all the numbers that are out there that are less than 0. So they would be going to the left on your number line. A fact about negative numbers is that they always must be labeled with a negative sign, like this little guy right here. So an example for -23, we would show it as -23 with that negative sign in front of it. A non-example is just plain old +23. Next, we have positive numbers, the opposite of our negative numbers. Guys, positive numbers, like you already know, means all numbers that are greater than 0. They're all the numbers that are to the right of the 0 on the number line. A fun fact about positive numbers is that you can write them with or without the plus sign. And a couple of little examples. You've got +97, and I went on ahead and put the plus sign, or +65 without the plus sign. Either way is fine. Your next word is whole numbers. Whole numbers include all of your positive integers. Whole numbers include all positive integers, including 0. Your fact that goes along with whole numbers is that including 0 is what makes whole numbers different from natural numbers. Natural numbers are just your counting numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on into infinity. 0 gets added to them, and that's what makes that's what sets apart the category of whole numbers from natural numbers. So your examples include 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on until you stop counting. Non-examples would include negative numbers or anything with a decimal or a fractional part. So I just put in -5 and 1700ths, or -23. Rational numbers are numbers that include fractions and decimals. A fact about rational numbers is that this category includes all of your natural numbers, your whole numbers, which is when you add in 0, and integers, which is adding in your negative numbers. A couple of examples can include things like repeating decimals or terminating decimals. So I gave you 3.333333 for forever, or 2.142142. I just couldn't figure out how to put the little line over the top so that we could see that it was going to go on for forever. Vocab word 6th grade is Venn diagrams. I know you guys have been using Venn diagrams for ages in math, you've been using them in reading, ELA, and so on. For your definition, I want you to get down that we use a Venn diagram to compare and contrast two items. Maybe you've used it for more than two, but for the sake of this lesson, we're just going with two items. Your facts, it explains that the similarities are written in the overlapping sections and the differences are written in those outlying areas. Don't worry about any examples because we're going to be using this a lot in this coming unit. So there you go. Make sure you pause, make sure you rewind, make sure you get all of this in your notes so you're ready for class tomorrow. See y'all in class.